Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. Here's your co-host, Mr. 13 Donovan Jackson, and I'm here with another great episode today. Adrian's out of town at the moment on a business trip because he got that new job. He's going to New York, so I just wish him the best and hope he's enjoying himself out there. But I decided to come up with an idea today, and that idea essentially just revolves around nothing goes unnoticed. The reason I kind of chose this today was I just had a couple of experiences over the past, I want to say like a couple weeks or so, and it's just astonishing to me how much people take note and just have an awareness of what type of person I am, I guess. And then, I just recently met some people that kind of give compliments to that, and that made me feel like a certain way. And it also made me think of how much I notice people and like their traits and personalities and actions and admire them for it, but the people do the same thing for me. And it just makes me think about that old saying that nothing goes unnoticed and people are always watching. And I just think that's fascinating because, a lot of times, especially nowadays with like social media and things like that, everybody can kind of look at you through a lens for like little moments in your life, but they never get to see the actual you, and that's what people usually think. But again, a lot of people notice a lot more than you would assume. Like take for instance, let's say, you have like a certain caricature that you show at work. Maybe you're hardworking and always do your best and things like that. You'll be kind of surprised at how many people take that as like a source of inspiration for themselves to do better, or maybe they realize something about themselves through you. And I think that's just important to, keep being the best you. Don't really stop being you for anybody else. Don't kind of sell yourself short or sell yourself for anything else. Make sure you understand that the value that you have. And then also go out of your way to let other people know how much they mean to you and what you've noticed about them. Maybe that's just that one word or phrase or compliment or acknowledgement that they need to keep moving forward, because you don't know how long they've gone without like a compliment or like acknowledgement, like I've said before. And maybe you just give them the strength to keep moving forward in this life, especially when things look a little daunting. And something else I would like to bring up is representation in media specifically. I just got done watching this YouTube video where, for those that know about Jimmy Neutron from back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember that one episode where, they took this trip to Egypt to look at the mummies and try to find this tomb of Queen How About to Slap Ya. I just got that like little reference or whatever they were saying, like what they were trying to say. But essentially that's supposed to be like a descendant of the black girl Libby. And I was looking through the comments of the video, and it was surprising. Well, I don't want to say surprising, but it was interesting to notice that one episode inspired a lot of black women, younger black women, to appreciate their own unique looks and hairstyles and things like that. Like I think one comment said something about seeing her change her hair from like that ponytail with that bang to the curls or the dreads that she had to kind of mimic the queen. That just pushed them to be more confident within themselves, and I just love those representations within media to kind of affect like your real life and to let you know that you're noticed and you matter in this world and things like that. And again, I think I've mentioned it before in previous podcast episodes, but I just noticed people's characteristics, like character traits that inspire me to be who I am. Like I said, I liked a lot of anime, especially action, and DBZ is no doubt like one of my top animes of all time. But just that character trope of never giving up, no matter what adversities that you face, and just keep going, because that's like the best and worst thing you can do no matter what's going on. Just seeing that representation or just taking those character traits that you notice within the things that you watch or read about, and then just applying that to your own life. And that can lead other people to that source of media, or lead other people to do better in life and things of that nature. I just wanted to keep this episode short, as it's getting kind of late over here. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Give you something to think about in the terms of nothing goes unnoticed. Just keep doing your best, and always understand that people are always watching you and taking inspiration and notes about you, even though it doesn't seem like that's necessarily the case. I hope you have a splendid morning, a grandiose afternoon, and a benevolent evening, and remember to just keep swimming.